You were never the favorite. You were the useful one. The one who didn't cry when everyone else cried. The one who stayed calm while the house fell apart. The one who said, "I'm fine," so many times, you forgot to check if it was true. They called you mature, responsible, strong. But nobody ever asked who's allowed to hold you. If you've spent your whole life being the strong one, this video is going to feel uncomfortably personal. Stay till the end, because by the time this is over, you're going to understand exactly why you can't ask for help, even when you're drowning. Let's start with a memory. Maybe it's yours. You're young, maybe 10, maybe 12. Something is wrong in the house. A parent is crying in the kitchen, or fighting in the next room, or just gone, emotionally, even when they're physically there. And you, a child, somehow know exactly what to do. You go quiet. You become small. You make yourself easy. You start watching faces instead of being a kid. You start reading rooms before you even understand what a room is. And somewhere in that moment, without anyone saying it out loud, a job gets assigned to you. The job of being okay, no matter what. Nobody hands you a contract. Nobody asks if you want this role, but you take it anyway, because the alternative feels dangerous. If you fall apart too, who's going to hold things together? So you don't fall apart, you become the strong one. And here's the part nobody tells you. That role doesn't end when you grow up. It just changes its costume. Now you're the friend everyone calls at 2 a.m., the one who has it all figured out, the one who gives advice but never asks for any, the one who shows up for everyone's birthday but quietly cancels their own. People say things like, "You're so strong," and "I don't know how you handle everything." And it sounds like a compliment. But pause for a second. What does that compliment actually mean? It means people stopped checking on you because you taught them, without meaning to, that you don't need checking on. This is the quiet trap of being the strong one. The better you get at hiding your pain, the less anyone believes you have any. Let's talk about why this happens. Not in some clinical, distant way, in a way that actually makes sense. When a child grows up in an unstable environment, their brain doesn't ask, "Is this fair?" It asks, "How do I survive this?" And one of the most common survival strategies is becoming the regulator, the one who manages everyone else's emotions so the house doesn't combust. You learn to read tone of voice before words are even spoken. You learn to predict anger before it arrives. You learn that being needed is safer than being yourself, because being needed gives you a place in the family. Being yourself, with actual needs, actual tears, actual exhaustion, that felt risky. That felt like too much. So you trade your needs for usefulness. And it works. For a while. You become the responsible one, the high achiever, the one who never causes problems, the one everyone leans on. But here's the quiet cost nobody warns you about. You start to believe your worth is conditional, that you're only valuable when you're useful, that rest has to be earned, that needing help is a weakness you can't afford. And slowly, without noticing, you stop asking yourself a very simple question. Am I okay? Not, am I functioning? Not, am I getting things done? Just, am I okay? Let's bring this into real life for a second. Maybe you're the one in your friend group who always organizes everything, but nobody's ever organized anything for you. Maybe you're the eldest child who raised your younger siblings emotionally while still being a child yourself. Maybe you're the one at work who takes on extra tasks because saying no feels like letting people down. Maybe you're the partner who absorbs every argument calmly while quietly falling apart in the shower where no one can see. If any of this feels familiar, here's something important. This isn't a personality trait you were born with. This is a role you were assigned. And roles can be put down. Now here's the twist. The thing that changes everything once you see it. Being strong was never really about strength. It was about safety. You weren't born wanting to carry everyone. You learned that carrying everyone kept you safe from rejection, from chaos, from being too much. So when people praise your strength, what they're really praising is your silence. And that silence, the one that made you so easy to love, so easy to rely on, is the same silence that's been quietly disconnecting you from your own pain for years. Pause here for a second. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you let someone take care of you? Not help you with a task, actually take care of you. If you struggle to answer that, you're not broken. You're just tired in a way you've never let yourself admit. Here's the deeper truth. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to perform okayness to deserve support. You don't have to keep proving you can handle everything just to feel safe in your relationships. The version of you that needs help is not a weaker version of you. It's just the version nobody let exist yet. Healing this doesn't mean falling apart dramatically or rejecting responsibility. It means something quieter, and honestly, harder. It means letting people see the parts of you that aren't fine. It means saying, actually, I'm struggling, without immediately following it with, but it's okay, don't worry about me. It means understanding that being loved for who you are is different from being needed for what you do. If you've spent your life being the strong one, you don't owe anyone a performance of strength today. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to not have it figured out. You're allowed to be the one who needs holding for once. Because somewhere, still, is that child who learned to be quiet to keep the peace. And maybe it's time someone finally asked them the question nobody did. Are you okay? Not the version of you that says yes automatically, the real one. Take a moment, sit with that question. And if the answer isn't yes, that's not failure. That's just the truth finally catching up to you.